Today is Friday the 13th and I'm feeling really festive. So I'm gonna give you a vlog haul of all the things that I got at Michael's today just for Halloween decorating. Spoiler alert, I did get these lights. They're like little eyeballs. I don't know if you can even see that, but they're so cute. I had to hang them up because I just think they're quite adorable. I also have this pumpkin spice latte with a little bit of whipped cream and cinnamon in it. I recently found out that British people call whipped cream squirty cream. My boyfriend told me that and I laughed for a really long time. It's really funny, but I got all my laughs out about it, but I just had to let you know. So I like to hand make a lot of my decorations every year, but some of them I'm not hand making because I don't have the time. So this is my haul, what I got. This is my adorable zucchini kill bag. I got from this vegan bakery in Texas and it was so fucking good. It was like, I was doing this like cross-country road trip all the way across the country, and there was no food for me for the longest time because we were in like rural Texas, and then we got to Austin and there was a vegan bakery called Zucchini Kill, and I'm like, not only am I getting my fucking snack, but I'm buying a tote bag and I'm gonna go fucking crazy. So anyway, we got spider webs. We got 2 of these. I don't know the quality of the spider webbing. We're gonna check it out though. And then I also got 2 of these ribbons, and this is gonna come into play with our craft that we're gonna do together. Everyone's like, oh my God, it's literally September 13th. It's not Halloween. Leave me the fuck alone. Yes, it is Halloween. When I was in Michael's, they already had the Christmas stuff up, and I'm like, when will the horror of my life end? When will it be fun to shop in the store again? I literally, all the Halloween stuff was on sale already. It's not even October, my love. Oh my God. I have a glue stick. I probably had a glue stick already, but for some reason, if I buy it for new, it, like when I'm doing crafts, it makes me feel really excited about it. And then the main event is this spider that I got. He is so cute. It does not look like a spider, but like it will. The thing about this is like, I was literally gonna buy this exact spider for $30, and then it was fucking on sale today because for some reason it's Christmas now. They made a obese plus size M&M and it's Christmas now, and like, so I got this spider for like $10. I hate how kinky they made it wrapped up. I'm just gonna talk about something I thought about today. It feels like with Dave Grohl getting like someone pregnant out of wedlock. I was thinking about that today, and I was thinking about how when you're a fan of like an older celebrity or like an older person in the public sphere, it sucks so bad because you don't know what they've done. Like, you don't know what they've been through, and you don't really know them as much as you would know someone you grew up with. And I know for a fact, when I'm 40 years old, Chapel Roan, I will know her in a way that I don't know Dave Grohl. Like, I'm literally, like, it's just really nice to grow up with someone. And like, especially the way she was yelling at people on the red carpet. I know no one wants to hear me talk about that because everyone talks about that, but I just want her to never stop being herself because I loved it. I love everything she does. But what I'm saying is, it feels really good to grow up with someone versus like, you don't know them and all of a sudden they cheated on their wife and their kids. Like, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I'm gonna really air it out before I start my Halloween crafts. I have an awful, horrible relationship with someone in my family, and they gifted me the Dave Grohl book because for some reason, I was so mad at them that I ripped the book into a million pieces and I threw the book away. I didn't read it. And I wish I read it because like maybe I would have more to talk about right now, but that is like one of my pearl moments. I've had a few of those in my life, but that's definitely one of them. And unfortunately, like Dave Grohl had to bear the brunt of that. It's not really his fault, but maybe he deserved it. So I am seriously not being dramatic when I tell you, when I was in the checkout line and I was doing my self-checkout and I scanned this and a spider popped up on the screen, I fucking got chills. Like, I wish you could see my chills. I'm so arachnophobic. And the problem is, everybody's arachnophobic. Like, everyone and their mom, oh, I have arachnophobia. You probably do, but I have like arachnophobia bad. And I think that's why I liked that movie so much that everyone hated, like not Infested, but Swarm. I loved it because I was genuinely terrified the whole time, and I love like a creature feature campy like movie. I'm not like a movie critic, so I'm not like a high arts person. Like I love The Blob. Like I watch The Blob every Halloween, so I like shit like that. But yeah, that was really good for look at its eyes. So anyway, I'm gonna unwrap him and show you what it looks like. I didn't see this in the store on display. I just saw it wrapped up. Why the fuck is it so fucking big? I'm horrified. This is going in my room. Yeah, no wonder it was on sale. It's a demon from hell. That's why. Another thing I was thinking about today was that Jubilee video where that guy like hates abortion so much. I have to like turn that shit. Every time I see any kind of thing talking about that, I have to avert my eyes. I have to do not interested. I have to like scroll away because it pisses me off so badly. Like the way that he's smiling is so infuriating. He's like this and not listening to anyone and interrupting everyone and wrong, like just loud and wrong. This is like from hell, dude. So this is part one. It's gonna go up on the wall like behind my like usual set where I talk my shit. It's gonna go behind me, and then I'm gonna I look like a fucking pick-me right. I actually am not even kidding you. That's how disturbed I am about this. My cat is scared of it too. When I first moved here, because I moved to Vancouver and I was from Florida, I was so unaware of like what it's like to change demographics in general. So when I moved here and there was an AC, I was just like, oh, I guess I just leave the windows open. Like I never once thought, oh, maybe I should buy an AC unit. I just thought, oh, people here just leave the windows open. Because in Florida, that's a no-go. You get cockroaches. But here, I'm like, never been here, really don't know anything. So I'm like, hey, I wake up and I go into the room the window was in, like the big window. And my cat is like playing, like Coco is playing with this thing on the ground. And I'm like, is she playing with a fucking bundle of twigs? How did twigs get in here? Because it's on a carpet and the carpet's like patterned, and she rolled the carpet up into like this, into a few bunches because she was chasing this bundle of twigs. And I was like, what is that? Like, I'm not even kidding you. It was like, this is a lip liner pencil. The legs were like that big and that thick, bundled up on like the bottom. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? I see it fucking crawl, and it's a spider. It's the biggest spider I've ever seen. It is fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna, trigger warning, literally trigger warning, I'm gonna insert a picture of what species it is, because I guess that's just a thing here in Vancouver. There's like this kind of spider. But ever since then, I've had this fear of spiders that has gotten so much worse. And when I was in college, like my dorm room had cockroaches, and I was in this like, it used to be a hotel. The cockroaches were so bad that I didn't sleep for the first few months. Like I actually slept like 4 hours a night because I'd wake up and they would be on the wall beside me. And I had to learn how to be the cockroach queen. And it takes so much work to not have cockroaches. I had this arsenal of sprays. I had like things set up. I constantly had a Dawn dish bottle of half soap, half water that I could squirt on command, because the chemicals are bad for you, and like I couldn't just spray every single cockroach. But if I squirted it with the dish soap, it died immediately. The spray, it took like an hour for them to die because they were so big. Okay, I'm done trauma dumping on you now. I just thought that was really funny because like Savannah, Georgia is not a joke. If you're outside past a certain time, the roaches are on like the ground. Not to say that isn't like the best place I've lived so far in my life. Savannah, Georgia is my favorite place I've ever lived. But goddamn, dude, the roaches. So I'm checking out the spider web just to make sure that it's up to my standard. I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna hang that up. You guys can't see me hang it up because I want to watch a YouTube video when I hang it up. Not gonna lie to you. I want to watch a video about some weird guy doing something weird. I always think that about mukbangers, like when they do the mukbang on camera and they're eating an ungodly amount of food. I'm not thinking about how much food they're eating. I'm thinking about, why are they wasting all that food on, they could be watching a YouTube video or they could be watching Netflix. They're wasting it on looking at the camera eating. That is ridiculous to me. I seriously would never waste that experience. That's like the best, one of the top 2 feelings in life. I don't know what the top 1 is, but the top 2nd one is definitely eating and watching a show. I'm a fan of the 50s, 60s Halloween aesthetic because it is so comforting, it is so adorable, and it's the sweet spot between that 2000s Halloween nostalgia and like the retro vintage aesthetic everyone loves. Because if you go full 2000s Halloween, it looks a little bit tacky if you actually use it, and if you go full like vintage kind of Halloween, some of the characters get a little bit too weird and like I don't like it that much. But I picked out some really cute ones. I have like a pumpkin, a cat, a ghost, and a cat wearing a mask. It's really cute. What I'm making is, I'm making a garland. So I'm gonna attach an image here of what it looks like when I finish, but it's basically a vintage Halloween garland. So what you'll need for this craft is, I forgot I got these too. Some black cardstock, and then need some ribbon. I got this, it's like pom-pom ribbon. So freaking adorable, are you kidding me? But I got 2 of them, and then you also need a printable that you can use, you can print at home. And I actually attached a link in the description. I attached a link where you can download the printable if you would like to make the decoration that I'm making. I didn't draw these, I just took the cutest ones from Pinterest. Sue me, sue me. I'm not like, it's fine. Some of them were from walmart.com. And then you also need some scissors, pink scissors, and a glue stick. The spider is on the floor just looking at me. It's so fucked up. Also, the next video I'm gonna post is, I'm scouring the universe on the cosmos for Halloween autumnal movies, but not trick or treat. Like, I'm not gonna recommend trick or treat. I'm gonna recommend stuff that you haven't seen before. First things first, what we're gonna do is, you're gonna take your cardstock, right? Also, if anyone ever tells you you can't do crafts in your bed, say, this is 2024 and women can do whatever the fuck that they want to do. And also men can do that, but especially women. You can do whatever you want. You know, I was actually thinking about people being able to do whatever they want because I was watching this documentary, Keep Sweet, Pray and Obey, about Warren Jeffs and like how he was building like a mansion in the middle of nowhere so he could like abuse people. And I was thinking about how in democracy, like capitalism democracy, we can do whatever we want. Like basically, like you don't really have to do anything. Like if you don't do anything, if you don't pay your taxes, you go to jail, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like I could start collecting hundreds of like figurines in my house and no one's gonna say anything because that's just like, no one's checking in on that. There's no one checks. The fact that he was able to build a mansion in the middle of nowhere or he was planning to and do all this crazy shit, it just got me thinking about how the only reason that we have all these random dark history stuff that happens is because people are given freedom to do it. And is that like the trade-off that we get for freedom, is like people are gonna be really weird with it? So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my black cardstock, and it has like a white and a black side, and if it has a black side on both sides, it's totally fine. But I'm gonna take it black side facing that way, and then I'm gonna glue one of my cute sheets to the white side. So it's gonna look like that when it's done. I'm gonna glue those two together so the black is on the back side. And I'm gonna do this for all of my sheets. I think I have like 4. So I have like 4 printed out and then 4 cardstock pieces. I'm so glad I bought a glue stick because I'm fucking up every 3 seconds and I need this glue stick. Oh my god, I wouldn't have been able to make do with the glue that I have because I just keep making mistakes. We got 2 down, 2 to go. Okay, all of my papers are glued to my backing and I'm just gonna chat while that dries. I feel so awesome that I got no glue on my hands. I'm literally a boss. Like, this is my favorite shirt I have right now. For some reason, it's so damn comfortable. It says bad temper, but it wore off because it's a vintage shirt. And I got it for $5. Or maybe it was 10, but still. that's so incredibly cheap for Vancouver. The Vancouver thrift scene is so bad. And I go to Value Village sometimes, like, because that's genuinely the cheapest thrift store. There's no Goodwill bins here, which, like, it doesn't, like, why not? Like, I know so many clothes are going to the landfill, but the thrift scene here is, like, ridiculous. But I go to Value Village sometimes and it's genuinely, like, always $30. And it's just stupid. At that point, I will just go to the vintage store, but then the vintage store is so expensive. In other news in my life, I'm going to see Paris, Texas on Monday, and I've never seen it. And I think, from my knowledge, it's Kurt Cobain's favorite movie. So let's see what kind of game he has. Let's see if it's good. Granted, there were not a lot of movies by like 1994 that I would even probably be my favorite. I think my favorite movies are all after 1994, so I gotta double check on Silence of the Lambs. But the late great Hannibal Lecter. But we'll see. I'm gonna let you know if it's good. I'm gonna review it on my Letterboxd. Okay, next step is we're going to cut out these guys. It can be loose and rough, doesn't matter. We're gonna cut them out based on the orange part. And I gave a lot of orange part room so that I could really, like, be loose with it. It's really strange to see something I was editing in Photoshop be in the physical world, like, a little bit weird, but this is my first one I cut out, and the back is black, and you'll see why. Is like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue these to these by sandwiching them, but with the black on the back, it makes it so it doesn't look ugly. If it flips around, it flops around. I did these for Christmas as well, and I did like dancing kitties, and I love a Christmas craft. Like, I'm a Halloween girl, obviously, but for Christmas I made jam and sent out a bunch of jams, and then I also made like garland just like this, but I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm learning to make it thicker, learning to make it on cardstock, learning to put a color on the back so it doesn't look bad. Anyway, had these adorable dancing kitties holding little presents, and it was really, really, really cute. When I got my own apartment, I was like, thought to myself when I was a teenager, I'm like, I'm not gonna decorate, that's stupid and that's lame. And now, as like an adult in society, I'm learning that decorating and like doing crafts and making, even decorating, especially so your neighbors can see it, that is something that's really, really special, I think. And when I'm on my little walks and I see somebody decorated for Halloween, the joy that I feel, like, it actually is good to do, especially if you struggle with like mental health issues. Little stuff is really, really good for you to do, even though it's like feels stupid. I don't know. So I cut out and finished all of my dudes. Got lots of them. So now I'm gonna attach them to this ribbon that I have. And I don't know if I'll need both, but if I have too much ribbon, I'm gonna tie little bows on it. I'm gonna sandwich two of the same little guy in the ribbon in between them. And then I'm gonna glue them together, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna put like a little tiny bit of glue in the middle of each thing, put the ribbon in between, and then put the other one on top. So I'll show you. Okay, so this is like, I just did two of them. A little bit of tape would work here too, but I'm just lathering the fuck out of the glue and then layering them in between. So I'm gonna attach all of my dudes. I'm gonna try and make them as even as I possibly can across the lanyard string, but like, I'm only a girl, so we'll see. My camera died, but I finished the garland and I'm excited to show you. I'm gonna show you right now. I also put my spider up because I did have a little bit of time. I'm also gonna take a pic of my spider. I hope you have a wonderful pre-game Halloween season, and thanks for watching the video. Also, there will be more podcast episodes. Jane just started school and he's very busy. Like, it's actually, he actually does actual work. Like, I feel like my work is like graphic design. It's like not that labor intensive, and like he's doing physics and stuff, and it's like a lot of work. So, but we will be coming out with one probably this Sunday. Anyway, thanks for watching. Love you so much. Peace and love and slay.